Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with the News Cartridge for Tuesday, November 22nd, 2016. A little correction to yesterday's show, which I did catch in editing. I said Sony disabled Hibana in Rainbow Six Siege, but Sony has very little to do with the game at all. It was all Ubisoft's decision to both disable her and then restore the ability to use her. Today begins with Blizzard saying they are hiring for an unnamed first-person project. Possibly an Overwatch expansion? I really don't know. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comment section down below. Nintendo says that in just 3 days, Pokemon Sun and Moon sold 1.9 million copies. It's rumored the next DLC for Uncharted 4 will have a focus on Sam Drake, Nathan Drake's brother. And then it's been discovered that pre-ordering some games on console will allow you to review that game before you get it. Well, that just seems like a fine idea. Everybody go out and pre-order a game and then go review it before you play it. On to release announcements, with the first being for Minecraft, the Wings update coming to console sometime in December, which should unlock the Elytra, a wearable glider. It has been confirmed today LEGO City Undercover is getting ported to the Nintendo Switch sometime in late spring, which sounds like it is not going to be a launch title. Fans of Telltale's Walking Dead series will see a Season 3 of the game releasing on December 20th. The Thanksgiving event for GTA Online kicks off today, where players can gain double money and RP until November 28th. The games you will receive with your Xbox Live Gold subscription for December have been released. Get ready to play Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition, Outlast, and Burnout Paradise. The seamless multiplayer for Watch Dogs 2, which had to be delayed, is now out for PS4. Speaking of Watch Dogs 2, if you buy a GTX 1080 or 1070 or a laptop with one of those graphics cards inside, you'll receive a bonus code to play on your new hardware. Dishonored 2 has a patch out today, hoping to address many of the performance issues seen on launch. Initial results say that there is an improvement, but there is still many unresolved problems. Grim Dawn hopes to add a roguelike mode to the game in a free update coming in December. And then Dark Souls 3 has a patch out which fixes a ton of stuff, and you can find a link to the full patch notes in the description down below. Total War Warhammer now has a Linux version out, and you can find the required specs to run it in the link below too, along with a new trailer. City Skylines is getting its natural disaster DLC next week on the 29th, which will cost $15 US, 11 British pounds, 15 euros, or your regional equivalent. Finally, for teasers, Microsoft has apologized for an email that went out to fans of Dead Rising 4 with the subject line NNNGGGHHHAAA. Some recipients perceive this line as a racial slur, and in my opinion, y'all need to calm the hell down. This says, yeah, and those who go looking for trouble usually find it. One of my sources is trying to pull some shit last week, but a YouTuber called them out. Find out exactly what happened next on News Cartridge. Today's top story is about an article from Polygon published last week, just after the Assassin's Creed Ezio collection released. It showed off a picture of an NPC whose look was drastically changed for the remaster, going from a somewhat mannequin-looking to outright cartoony in nature. Included in the article is a video showing climbing in the remaster was also drastically changed, causing Ezio to move much quicker. The rhetoric to be taken from this was no remaster at all and a huge step backward. However, YouTuber SupJamChan has a different take on what actually is going on. In a nearly 6-minute video, he explains not only is the fast movement a bug, which was present in the original Assassin's Creed 2, but all NPCs are randomized, and the goofy face we saw earlier existed in Assassin's Creed 2, but just wasn't as defined. So, was it a lazy remaster? Probably, possibly, because they didn't fix any of the bugs or realized how stupid some of the faces look at higher resolution. But the game certainly has not turned into some weird rendition where everyone looks stupid and the parkour has been sped up. Always remember, question everything, including your sources, and yes, that includes me. Next up, and the thing everyone is talking about, is the video Blizzard's Jeff Kaplan put out today explaining the big changes coming to Symmetra. I just thought the Polygon story was a little bit more important to the point of this show. So Symmetra will be the first character in Overwatch to have a choice of specials. In addition to her teleporter ability, which will have a shield and therefore the ability to regenerate health, she will have a castable moving shield, which will guard players as they escort a payload. Her basic shield ability will be replaced with a shield generator, which still gives her defensive capabilities, while at the same time allowing Symmetra to focus solely on attacking rather than multitasking on shields in combat. These changes come because players were switching off of with Symmetra halfway through a game because of her perceived usefulness dropping after a payload starts to move. I really like to use Symmetra, and I think these changes will give her the buff that she needs to become a more viable option. Check out the whole video and a link in the description down below, as well as links for sources for all of today's stories. And the quick spot today is a PSA about Pokemon Sun and Moon, because there is a glitch that is deleting trainers' save files, and it's easily avoidable. Do not save while in a Poke Center at all. And yes, I have been doing this too ever since Pokemon Red, but this is what is causing the issue. The battle tree is another area you want to avoid saving in for now, because reports of save file corruption are happening there too. Hopefully Nintendo will issue a patch soon to fix this. Stay tuned to News Cartridge for when that happens. Finally today is one that I will believe when I actually see it happen. Ubisoft of all companies has said that they will stop selling DLC which players feel compelled to buy, like DLC containing storyline content. They are attributing the change to Rainbow Six Siege because not only were additional maps given to everyone for free, which truth be told is fairly standard practice these days, all new operatives are purchasable with in-game currency. No extra money is needed for the additional content. Though there are some cosmetic options that require real-world currency, but I think that's a whole other can of worms, not opening it now. If you buy the Rainbow Six Siege Season Pass, not only do you get an in-game currency boost, but you also get any new characters one whole week before everyone else, and don't have to pay any in-game currency. So essentially, it's pay to quick, which I am in favor of, as long as the content feels worth it. And the freedom to buy it or not buy it is actually enticing, and makes me more willing to put down money myself, and recommend it to my friends. I'm just kidding! I don't have any friends. So let's hope that this does indeed carry over to other games, and not just Ubisoft games. I really hope that everyone follows in the footsteps of Ubisoft if they stick to their words. What would you think of an Assassin's Creed with only optional DLC? Let me know in the comment section down below. Buy Thor's Hammer! It's time for tomorrow's game releases for PC: Space Trucker, Dragon Knight, Aria, Zenza, Manor of the Damned, Chili, and It's Always Monday. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you tomorrow. And what do you get when you cross a soldier and a scientist? A marine biologist.